Okay, Bhavesh, just hold that thought. We have Mayuresh Joshi of Angel Broking joining in as well. Mayuresh, we haven't really addressed the Axis Bank numbers. Your thoughts? It's largely in line, but we'll wait by for the management commentary.
Afternoon, Ekta. Yes, I think largely in line, specifically on the NII growth that we've seen broadly in line. And again, I think the underlying that we were working out with the loan growth in excess of 23%, I think numbers should more or less be in line with what the estimates were. The NIMs, I think I'm not able to see that, but again, I think the NIMs will be close to 3.75% in our opinion. And the provisioning figure is something that ideally one would like to watch for. We've achieved 950 crores in terms of core provisioning to come through, 1,200 crores in terms of slippages. And the restructured book, again, I think that is one important factor to be watched out for. And if the management commentary is sticking to their earlier stance of the gross addition not exceeding 5,700 crores for the entire fiscal, and if it is below that mark for this part of the quarter as well, I think more or less stable set of numbers in my opinion.
Okay, all right, that's an Axis Bank. Like you can see, the stock is not reacting much. The real reaction has come in on the Lupin numbers. So Mayuresh, what is your sense in terms of the Lupin figures this time? And what would you like to hear from the management?
Clearly, I think disappointment in terms of the core figures. So yes, I think on the OPM front, clearly we're expecting around 24.6% to come through. It's disappointed on that front. And as I've been seeing numbers both on the US formulations business, I think that was expected to remain sluggish, largely in line with what we were estimating. But the India business probably has disappointed a tad bit. So to that extent, I think the management commentary on how they're probably perceiving the India business to probably grow henceforth. And again, I think in terms of how the US market, because that's been one key driver, and within that market itself, I think the OC segment, which was expected to contribute $100 million to the top line, what happened to their branded formulation business, which is currently 10% of their sales, the management commentary thereof, the Japanese business as well, I think that's been degrowing quarter after quarter. So any developments on that front, both in terms of how the Koya and the IROM acquisition have probably worked out for them. So I think all these factors probably need to be worked out. And again, I think the bottom price increase that Lupin had taken, that would probably offset a part of how the earnings might pan out for FY16, FY17. But I think largely management commentary on all these key parameters is something to be ideally watched out for.
Okay. Do we still have Surajit Pal with us? Okay. Mayuresh, what would your key disappointment in terms of the Lupin figures be if you had to
Ekta, if I could just interrupt you, we've got the TVS Motor standalone numbers which are out. 116.4 is the profit figure.